Greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome back to another part of Rimworld. Just let the little loading bar do its thing. Now, last time we started a bunch of stuff, so let me make sure it's recording fine. Seems good. Mostly we're being bogged down by not enough plant jobs getting done right now. But we have ketchup, though. No idea how you use it, but we have it. Carrots and fish meal. Make it right now. Watercress leaves. Do. Gotta harvest more of them as well. Oh yeah, our vampire doesn't have anybody to drink blood off of now. So I'll just have to pick some random person. Can you get blood from an ice cream lady? That would be pretty cool if you could. Just go casually take her blood. I'm sure it will be fun. Worst case scenario, she turns into a vampire. Ice cream flavored blood. It actually worked. But now she's just gonna turn into a vampire. No, it went away immediately. And I don't think she actually had to take any blood. So basically, he can power his vampire stuff from her. Just keep drinking blood from the ice cream lady who doesn't actually have blood because she's made of ice cream, but it still gives you blood. And then she's immune to the vampire part. Some next level tech right here. Overpowered even, but if it wasn't for that, we'd just have to, like, have him drink from other random people till he had all the blood he wants. Do it again after you do whatever you're doing, refilling the water. Get all your blood from an ice cream. Advanced vampire strategy. Okay, got some more. Until it goes away, just because I don't want it to stack or something. It's not going away this time. Okay, now it did. Just do it again. As soon as you're done digging, I guess. You should have enough blood for a while. Check his vampire stats again. This type of vampire need a lot of blood. Yeah, it's got hemogen drain. Oh, these vampires are also capable of feeding on other vampires. So if we get another vampire, he can feed on the lesser vampire. Gonna get rubies now. Ruby. What is it good for? Actually, it's pretty decent armor somehow. The most sought-after gemstone with the color as bloody as the sacrifice people take to obtain it. Cultures across the lands find themselves drawn to the aesthetically rich gem used for trading, jewelry making, and even display. I'm probably not allowed to make armor out of it, so the armor doesn't matter much. But it is beautiful. So might as well get some rubies. we wait for the plant people to actually do their job. Because there's so much stuff that needs to be harvested. They're busy playing archery and stuff. She can do a little psychic thing that makes everybody happy for a little bit. That's pretty cool. Anyway. I think maybe like putting a border on the path might look good. So let's get some of that stuff. See if that looks nice. You know, just to distract plant workers even more. Or at least one of them. So we really only have 2 of them, really. And one is the slow zombie that sleeps all the time and needs to do all the construction. The other one is really good, though. She's doing most of the work right here. Harvest all that rice. So since it's fall, we probably don't need the coolers on anymore. So you can just stop refueling them. They'll run out in 3 days anyways. We'll still have cooling for that long. Oh yeah, Edo protection. We're gonna get like the kimono and stuff. Chimaki. Hakama. What is a hakama? Is it cool? Make it out of alpaca wool, it's decent. Maybe I'll make those too. Have masks and stuff. Yeah, the path looks nice with a little border. In my opinion. You are welcome to disagree, I suppose. It gives snakes something to do. His construction should go up much faster now that he's not the weaker type of vampire, now that he's becoming more powerful. And he will become stronger again in about a year. So that's cool. These are seemingly getting pretty full, although once they get around to rearranging all this stuff, there'll be more room. So how is your shooting going? You're now the max of the basic shooting, but your aiming time is still only minus 80%. I want to get that all the way to 100%. Then you can stop being the one who learns. Get somebody else trained. Maybe that's what I'll put in here. Although now I might put that in the back, like learning zone. Still need to actually make this room into something. So this really fancy floor type I can use. But I think what I'll do is just get it, like, done, basically. And then afterwards... Okay, it takes so much straw that even that isn't feasible. When did this log floor get here? It's pretty cool. Costs, like, 5 times as much as regular wood, though, for some reason. Is it really beautiful or something? It does have a beauty of one. So the fine wooden floor is a beauty of 3. Let's see. I think I'll just end up going with the regular, like, this tile stuff. Assuming I have enough for it, yes. And we'll make the floor fancier later. But for now, it'll just be the basic. I think most of the plants that were done are now done. So like these 2. Hopefully those will get done soon. And then they can move on to the pears and all this other random stuff throughout the map. So this place still has lots of long grass, right? Good. Chicken overload. Cow. Do we have a muffalo wool pile yet? We must be getting some of that, right? Okay, 121 of muffalo. Alpaca. So we can start maybe making clothes out of that. Since we have a supply of that. And it's gotta be better than hay cloth, at the very least. So I think I did the same thing where it's like gonna be super dark in there. So somebody could build a couple of these things. That'd be nice. Just so that they're not super slow down. Hungry pen animals. Where are you? Is there not enough grass? Is it finally happening? I think it might finally be happening. The grass is no longer enough. In which case, even though I just gave you a bunch of other things to build... wall again. Let's just go with the marble. So why not? Place this with marble. Create like a little room. Still can't just replace the hedge, which is annoying. Where's the growing zone? Yes. Ignore that part. First, make this. Then, since it'll be blocked off, then I'll just replace this part, so at least this building is all marble. Do that first. There, now everything should be faster. So again, with the fuel, only burn raw wood. For now. What I'm gonna do is put all the hay in there, then all the animals will have food. They'll be allowed inside the little building. You know, once it's done. Now, can I make the straw matting? I need straw. How do I make straw? Just different from hay. Straw, there's straw. I don't see it here. Hay. Make walls out of hay. Hay rack. Is this what turns it into straw? Either way, I'm gonna want that in here in a second. So I can seal that chicken away. Deconstruct all of that. Put that wall back on, if you could. We trapped a fishing mouse in here. So just hunt that fishing mouse. No, wait, it'll split up. Don't hunt the fishing mouse. I just don't want it in the place, because then it'll be trapped in with all our animals, so we eat their food and stuff. So I'd like to put straw flooring in there, but if I can't, then it'll just be dirty. Just a lot of animals will go. There's medical as well. And we'll get rid of the outside ones that they'll go inside to sleep when they're injured. We move the egg box inside as well. There might not be enough room for everything I want in here. Let's make the egg box, then I'll need heating and cooling in here just to make sure it stays tempered. So I think there just might be enough room for it to look kind of like a room. The thing I want to do is build another research bench. Let's just put it here like this for now. Then give a chair. Put another chair in this one, because that gets used a lot. Too busy with the floors to do the thing I wanted to do first. I don't want to cancel all this right now, so. Another thing later is you can get carpets, so I can make the ground fancy. Oh, we got the marble blocks from our mining place. Which is good, because we might need to build a lot more stuff. Now we can make kimonos and stuff. And a hakama, which I can't remember what that is. You can make that too. Hay weaving. Let's get that as well, why not? Fancy futon. Do they have regular futons or just the fancy kind? Does it tell me what it needs to be made? I don't think so. I'll have to find it on the actual crafting. There's futon from a different mod, which we might end up using instead. Yeah, we need to get an indoor place that's climate controlled so the chickens can continue to hatch. Oh, I see. It's because since they sleep in this room, this is the closest area, so they're gonna do this before the other. But if I just forbid all of this for now, it just doesn't work. Never mind. But I can do this. And now they won't. Just do the light, and then the ones over here that didn't select. Just cancel all that for now. Do the other stuff first. I want to get the animals all set up. Still behind on all the plants that need to be harvested. At least these ones are all done. Get rid of the aquatic zone and add a bunch of more fishing spots. So a bunch of people now have the flu. So let's switch the kid bed rest to higher priorities, like sleep off the flu. God, I said another research thing, just so we can do the research faster. We have 2 people who are doing it pretty consistently. So why not? "12 researching on you and 17 on..." But not only is it 17 researching, 17 intellectual, but 11 researching as well. Which, research speed plus 60%. Now you can both do it at once, so we won't just have one person doing it while the other does nothing. Get the wall finished, and then I'll add a door in here for the animals. Okay, now I need to figure out which is the animal door. It's in here somewhere. Can't remember what it's called, though. Hopefully we have it unlocked. That is... animal flap. Can make it out of cloth and stuff. Can make it out of hay cloth. Okay. Right here should be good. Harvest the pear trees. Komodo has that inspired creativity. So everyone with the flu is in here. Okay. You're beating it. You're beating it. You're beating it. Everyone is doing fine. Yeah, now this place is entering. Believe anyway. Yes. Now you can build the hay rack. I think we'll just be able to store the hay. Hopefully the animals can eat off of it. That said, they're not... No one's hungry again. Maybe that chicken just didn't eat anything in a while. We shall see. That tree is almost done. I will, however, remove the chicken laying thing. In here. And then temperature. Get heat stones for heat. And a passive cooler for when it needs to be cool. Save the hay thing for when the animals start getting hungry. Cooling one will shut off as soon as it starts. Actually, you might want to keep it because it might get too hot. No, actually, I think heating stones, unlike campfires, won't go too far. I think I'll allow all these again. Slow them down a bit. They were making good headway. I wanted to continue. So let me make sure that once again the fuel is right for both of these. Only the raw wood. We're gonna have to just cut down more trees. Again, I want it after they finally do all of the stuff I told them to do. Just taking forever. Because you're digging instead. You see, so it's the rubies that are to blame. It's going up very slow. Nine rupees out of that. The rock we can deconstruct. Isn't planting above mine? Okay, plant cut is below mining, but growing and harvest are above. So since all these random trees aren't our trees, they are the lower priority, I guess. When the mining is done, you'll get to them. Hey, weaving. Let's get recreational foods. We can make the dango. Dango is a Japanese dumpling made from rice flour mixed with yorichi rice flour and glutinous rice flour. Generally, dango is served as a snack with green tea. It's adzuki flavored. Then we can make the adzuki bean plant. Bean plant that yields adzuki beans, also called red beans. They can be mashed up into a sweet paste. That's pretty cool. There's naginata and stuff. If we make that out of fancy stuff, it's pretty powerful. Just checking the stats of this thing. guess I can do packed dirt just so that plants don't grow in here. Though, is it really a bad thing if plants are growing in there? Let's just leave it for now. Don't need to refuel the cooler for now. I don't think the heater is going to overload it. I could be wrong, though. I also only use raw wood to fuel the heat stones. But you would think they would be stones if they're heat stones. I guess the wood is what you're burning to make them heat stones, yes. That makes sense. Never mind anything I just said. Construction of 12 and construction of 11. They're getting up there. Then this won't be an issue. Let's start building much faster. One of them I can specialize in flooring, and the other I can specialize in like the walls and stuff. Also, temperature of this place. Let's get some vent walls right here, so the air can flow through them. We can make the prototype dangos. The builders are also good at the mining, but they're not doing the mining because they're building. So the person that does the plants has to do the mining. But I'll let it go for a little bit more. There's only 3 rubies left. It'll be fine. We have this big empty room now. So if we ever need more prisoners, we can put them in this huge empty room. Winter, these plants are not going to grow as... This grass isn't going to grow as much, so... Auto-save. Just going to expand this zone here because it looks like we're getting full of it again. Till we're finally going to get plumbing, and then we can do something with it. Maybe. Now the temperature of this area is one with this. So we can like put a big heating thing in here if we really need to. Visitors. A group from Central Republic are visiting the colony. Just 3 of them. Only one of them has the good armor. This person's just an Alpaca. What kind of armor is that? Copper Legionnaire armor. Which is really good armor, but not when it's made out of copper. Like the Dark Legionnaire helmet. Which is better because the helmet made out of wood is better than copper bodyplate. Sleeping inside to be nice and toasty. So something just happened. Oh, one of those children we sent to the summer camp, yes, is now reached the age of 13 and has reached a growth. Now they're old enough to smith, research, writing, fabrication machine. So I can either make them a bloodlust, so that they get a rush from hurting people, or they can become a tycoon. They have an eye for silver and a tongue made for it. Well, I mean, that one's just all good, so we'll take that one. They've gained the nickname Protein. Okie dokie. But the pen animals are hungry again. We're now allowed to build this whenever you're ready. May have to cancel all that again. But first, got a thick scale leather pelt coat. And some more steel slate junk. So something got killed. It was a hedgehog. Got killed by the fox. So this guest has nothing to eat, but should have brought food then. Actually, I can set up a shopping zone and they can buy food. That's the thing I can do. Expand. Area 1 will make the shopping zone. Should be just this for now. Rename it to shopping zone. Then you go into guests, map settings, shopping area, shopping zone, and they can buy food. If they don't have money for the food, well, they really should have brought food with them. We're not running a charity for the food anyway. Food is now on sale. What does he have? He only has 7 silver. Well, we can trade with him and maybe take some stuff off of him. Give him something good for the food. Then he should have food again. Okay, what does he have? He has a lot of stuff. No, he doesn't. That's our stuff. He has absolutely nothing to give us. Except the 7. You can have this one simple meal. Give it to you for 3 silver off. So now he has a simple meal. You should eat it. Hopefully. Yeah, he's no longer an issue. The only thing that's an issue is the animals who are starving. So we're gonna temporarily cancel all this again. Build that. This inserts hay to dry. So okay, this is how you turn it into straw, I guess. So maybe this isn't what I want in order for just storing it in here. I don't see anything that would specifically be the hay. Can the animals eat off that? No, probably not. I will instead just put a little stockpile in there. We'll put the hay in like that. be animal feeding spot, which I spelled wrong. We will clear everything from this. It's critical, why not? Important might be better. Hay. Then put the hay here. Well, since I already built this thing in here, we'll leave it there for now. And we'll get some straws, just so I can make a floor, the kind of floor I want. This thing cannot be used indoors, because of course not. So instead, let's just build one, like, over here for now. And we'll just deconstruct this one. Get rid of the animal sleeping spots out here. Expand the long grass zone. Just giving them names so that they're easier to track. Yes, now everything's rushing to eat the hay. Slightly lit in here from the heat stones. This guy supposedly has nothing to eat again. Just ate that meal we gave him. Ah, he's got plenty of food. He'll be fine. Interesting. He's part of our religion, even though he's on the other faction. As opposed to vegetarian, like the other. They're vegetarians and they hate slavery. So she's angry that she's wearing leather clothing, because that's not very vegan. Why are you wearing it? Anyway. And then, theoretically, when summer comes again, or, spring comes again, I put this priority to low, and then we'll take all the hay out of here so they won't eat that. They'll eat the long grass again instead. Alpaca 1 is giving birth. More alpacas. 530 alpaca wool. Did we build this one yet? No. Since that's built, I'll uncancel this, perhaps. Okay, all the mining got done now that they were able to mine. Okay. So all the plant stuff should be getting done soon, right? Hopefully. The fall is still not even that cold yet, but oh well. I know winter's coming, so we must prepare. This is now done. Now we can get some hay in there. And we can see how the straw thing works. I assume that's how you make straw. Now we can make those recreational foods. Let's get, buildings. We can make a cool bunch of cool stuff. Make a little shrine thingamajig. And a throne. Nice. Make a shogi board for playing shogi. Japanese board game that's quite similar to chess. Games can last anywhere from half an hour to many hours. Like the chess table, it needs chairs placed adjacent to the user. Finally, not need to use that other board game we've been using forever. Oh, this is a cool little lantern. A lot of cool stuff. A haiku spot. Spot for drafting and writing haiku trains artistic ability. But it's also just fun, apparently. Gotta get all these goodies. I'll make the new clothes eventually, don't worry. We'll move away from using hay for clothes. Or at least on the inner layer. I'm not sure if we'll do anything different for the outer layers yet, but... yeah, how's this thing going now? Strawberry will be ready in 2.9 days. Okie dokie. Alpaca 3 has given birth. So many alpacas. I think we just took out one of the chickens. We have 3 adult male alpacas, so I might start thinning the herd, because we have 13 in total. 2 female adults. Let the alpacas go a little bit more. So we need that alpaca wool. Or we will in the future. Bones from the chicken. We have 1,000 raw meat, as well as 3 more on the bird. I think the chickens is doing good meat amount. Can start eating alpacas as well if it comes to, which it will. We can't just have infinite alpacas. As cool as that would be. Finally doing all the plant stuff. It's finally happened. Harvesting all the random stuff I said to harvest a long time ago. This is ready to harvest as well, so get all of this. This is a somewhat impressive generic room. Schroeder. The time Schroeder spent fighting the deadly illness was enough time for self-reflection. He's developed either do squeamish, which I don't want, delicate, which I don't want, chemical interest, which I definitely don't want, or psychically dull, which just makes him more immune to psychic stuff, but also means he can't do psychic powers as much. I don't plan on making him do psychic powers, so let's just do that. He's psychically dull. Which can be a good thing, because if there's like a psychic attack on us, he's half immune to it. Won't work as well. And since it's behind my head, you probably can't see it, but it's says we need warm clothes, but it's just for the nudist. They don't need the clothes, actually, so nothing to worry about. How goes your aiming ability? Minus 85% aiming. I need to go up 3 more levels, so 19 is the max. So the ultimate aiming ability. Also, sudden leg burst, so we might be getting attacked. Or it's a transport pod crash. A mid-world sketcher named Porthos is crashing in a transport pod nearby. If he survives impact, he will be badly wounded. He is from your enemy, this faction. You can capture him for recruitment or slavery purposes. But we can also just, like, rescue him, right? Take his lead pickaxe. To death in 11 hours. So stable. Well, we can't just rescue him. So capture him, because he's our enemy. And the White Empire is requesting that you build a monument to commemorate his Imperials who have fallen in battle. I'm kind of stuck building other stuff, so probably won't do that. But eventually, we might do more Empire stuff. We still need to do the, which I think is available. Yeah, we can do the ceremony for Hawthorne to be a Yaoman. She will be able to do psychic powers as well. Maybe after she's done leveling up her shooting all the way, then she can have psychic powers as well. Seems good to me. Do. Probably gonna run out of hay through the winter. So for the safety of all the animals, I've gotta start thinning the herd. You only need 1 adult male alpaca at any time, so that should be a nice starting spot. Don't worry about inbreeding and stuff. That's not a thing in this game for animals. So we need to eat some of the alpacas. This big empty room is still just somewhat impressive, but the hallway is very impressive. But yeah, I want to do a whole bunch of stuff up here, so that's why we're kind of temporarily postponing the whole making a hospital and prison thing yet first. So I want to be able to get this, what we've started here, finished, and then make another rooms up here, and that'll be where we do the crafting and storage and stuff, and then this will no longer need to be used for that. So this will open up free rooms. Maybe I can make this one right here the hospital for temporarily, perhaps. There's ice cream on the floor. Not anymore. Strata was very failing at making this guest happy. They're still enjoying their visit pretty well. The time Komodo spent fighting the deadly illness was enough time for deep reflection. She has developed something. All these are pretty terrible. I guess volatile because it doesn't actually... As long as she's happy, it should be fine. It's the least of the negatives, I believe. She got married to Axel, which is giving her plus 40. And then she's a nudist, and she's nude, plus 20. And she's got honeymoon phase. She's super happy from that. An opinion of a husband is plus 10. Yeah, she should never be unhappy. Another alpaca is pregnant, so I think we thinned the alpaca herd a little bit. Had to be done, unfortunately. 669 alpaca. Okay, now we can do a bunch of fancy Edo buildings. Now all that stuff is done. I believe now all that's left is all of this stuff. Let's see. Bronze working first. There's 2 different bronzes that I have capability of making. Might as well have the ability to make that one. But I don't think we can do it yet without a smith. Maybe it can be done at the metallurgy thing. We shall see. Interesting, I can bundle rice into a cocoa. Take it back out of the cocoa. A koku is a bundle that contains enough rice to feed a person for roughly a year. It is a source of currency in Edo, Japan. In Rimworld terms, however, it is only 75 units of rice, as the actual amount required to feed a pawn per year would be roughly 1,920 units of rice. Koku can be unbundled at a crafting spot or cooking station. Fascinating. Make baskets and stuff. Triple stack of baskets. Fascinating. Or are we getting chem fuel from those spoonlopes? Yeah, we have a little. I'll keep going a little longer. Chem fuel might be useful to have, but I can also just send the boomalopes to, like, summer camp, for example. You don't have to feed them there. Chickens are good meat. The alpacas are given this wool. We also got buffalo wool, which is also good. Okay, we're finally almost done. And I can give them more things to build. Wasn't there something about a haiku spot? Yes. Goes in its own section. Okay, this makes it easier to know where all that stuff is. It's all in. Okay, quiet. We still have some hay. Build a haiku spot. I assume I can move it. But let's just put it here, and then hopefully I can move it wherever I want to put it afterwards. Can get like a little shrine thing. Don't know where to put that though. Out front? No, it's kind of it's not centered right either. You can have a little Tory gate. Also off center, but cool that I can make it. You have this kind of gravestone. Just looks bigger and fancier than the other kind. If anybody ever dies again, they have given us an advanced component. You know, for making space age stuff, which we cannot make. But nice that they did it. Can make a little katana stand. The fancy futon needs to be made out of gold, so we're probably not going to be making those. We got a different type of soji we can make than the other kind. I think these are fine, though. A throne, if you ever want a throne. Is this tatami good for anything? It's just a decorational mat. We can also just make a rough one. In case we really want one. Okay. These, though, these little lanterns are pretty cool. If we ever need to have outdoor lighting, we'll make these. Can have little banners. A temple eve. So we can have like a roof part hanging off of it. Does give beauty. Go off the side as well, like that. So maybe we'll have some of that as well. First, let's see how this thing works. The haiku spot. Can I move it? Did I waste a hit? I can move it. So now this is a big rec room for now. Do hay. Then there was another shogi spot, right? To make. I thought. You know, the game that was like chess. Like a typewriter. It says it's in here, but I can't make it. Let me go back there. Was I missing a piece for it? Maybe I need the ability to make actual chess before I can make that as well. So we can't use it yet, I guess. Let's try putting up these temple things. See if they look good at all. Do it like that. Do a couple there, then we'll do some on the other side as well. Let's see if it looks good on the side. Oh my goodness, it's a lot of work to do things. To the point that I'm just gonna cancel that idea. Let's just not do that. Maybe at another time when we're not trying to do other projects. Now let me see, can I do our little temple thing? Right in the middle here. So I don't want it made out of granite though. I think it can be slightly more beautiful. Let's do the marble instead. That looks like a good enough place. There's also a lectern I can have. Think of how I can make it even. The lectern go here, and then just move this right here, or here rather. can have little pillows. Let's see, what can I make it out of? Let's see, alpaca wool is a beauty of 15. I assume that's more than cloth and stuff. Let's make little pillows out of alpaca. Just like this many. As a start. Do. Get some straw soon enough. Just so I can make this place straw. The little haiku spot. Practicing haiku writing. Speaking of that little game, this little tiny wooden board game no longer needs to be in there. Let's put it in here in the corner, I guess. Okay, now prototype bronze. Which means I can see if I can make it here. Which I doubt. No. But I might be able to make it here. Ooh, I can't. Now this is from the mod, so it's like vanilla expanded, so it doesn't try to add too much stuff. So you just turn steel into bronze in order to like get more bronze than the steel. But we don't have a good way to get steel yet, so let's not do that kind of bronze yet. Eventually you can do the actual bronze. Maybe. Anything else? To make the Christmas trees, which we do that every Christmas. And we can make drums out of alpaca wool if need be. So the gloves this person was wearing deteriorated away to nothing. Amazing. So they're just set to wear whatever clothes they want, so. Two. We still have alpaca, right? So why does that take this long? Oh, they were just sleeping, probably. So now we can do our religious ceremonies in there. Instead of wherever we did them before, which I got rid of that spot a long time ago. The one where we made Saiga the friendly necromancer job. So there's new lanterns. Might as well build it. One over here. So that the room isn't in darkness. Get some light in here. It'll also help heat during the winter. So it's fine. It's a long time to make a lectern up here. Move these slightly up to the side. Oh yeah, remember that prisoner? I forgot all about him. Convert the religion, please. Let's see, there. Capable of being good at mining. Animals, social and intellectual, as well as artistic. So, probably make them work in the mine. Second. To get their level ups. So we're gonna build a mine. People are have lots of copper, probably. Maybe some iron. Can't refine the iron yet, I don't think. Let's finish building those. Then we'll probably start over here, like create a bathroom at the very least. Or a restroom, whatever you want to call it. So this thing needs fuel, right? Yeah. It says I can choose the graphic, but it's just the one thing, I think. Anyway. See, putting coal in that, I want only raw wood, if you would be so kind. Yeah, now most of the room is lit. This has a further range than these ones. It's just like an outdoor lantern. Also, apparently, since the coal lasts for a long time, 5.3 years. Dang, coal is good for burning. So this one is different for some reason. I have to like wait for it to load. I don't know. Just don't pay too much close attention to it in case it bothers you. Now we can do all of our fancy stuff here. So we can do dance party, conversion ritual, change, etc. There's nothing particularly fancy yet. Guess I could build like 2 more of these, maybe. Here and here. So it looks a little more than just completely plain in here. Okay, let's do that. Make it more beautiful in here. Right now, it is a very impressive temple. Now a psychic thing is going on. And put coal in this one as well. That'll last 5.3 years. But I don't have a good way of getting a source of coal, so I don't want to use it yet. Till I know what I'm doing with that. So let's actually set up new clothes stuff. Can I make the kimono? Yes. Let's get kimonos being made. That only out of alpaca or buffalo wool. The good quality, etc. Let's make some of those. So everybody will have kimonos. It takes like no time at all to build these compared to these tiny little altars. Very empty, but we'll get a lot of decorations in the medieval era, I think, to make it look not like just a big empty room. Put that out of the way, we finally did all this stuff in here. So let's build another wall here. Let's see, to make it easier to go that way. Well, let's get the walls built first. Good though, I was promised a little yin and yang symbol like what? Instead, it's just this. Still better than nothing on the ground, I suppose. Like your spot, move it over here. So it doesn't mess with the main feng shui, whatever it's. Yeah, I guess a shoji right here would be fine. Right. Yes. Then I'll probably put a door through here somewhere as well. For now. Let's just get a door in here so they don't have to go all the way around to get in there. Unfertilized eggs we put in the freezer. Makes sense. Well, the fertilized eggs go in here. So for chicken mass production. Okay, we're getting some cycle. So we can make that fancy tea that we needed a long time ago. Then Eddie will our only person that's like not, well, Cassia also, because she's not a different religion. But then you can finally not have the drug need. So apparently you found drugs somewhere. You consumed alcohol somewhere, right? Maybe somebody left some alcohol for us somewhere. But yeah. And then snakes sealed themselves in there. How about instead of sleeping on the floor out there, you just build this and you can go to your bed. Let's build another one of these little rooms. A cold snap, so it's gonna get really cold now. So we should probably harvest all the plants you haven't yet, but still can be harvested. Don't wait for them to grow. Get all these tomatoes. So let's get another fishing zone set up. Is this enough? No, it's a little bit more spot. This. And then that. Okay, now that's fishing zone 2. Do small fish as well. That done. Do a little temperature thing in here. Here, why not? Okay, we got that bronze working done. What else is there we can do? Learn how to make roads, get togas, heavy shields, get swords and daggers and stuff. Do that just in case I want to make something cool like that. If you could just like wake up and do some of that, that'd be nice. No, you're just too sleepy. Just let everything die then. You're too sleepy to wake up. I'm too lazy to force you to do it. It's getting quite cold indoors as well. Gonna have to build more heat stones everywhere. Some heat stones. One on this side. This side, sure. So how's that straw doing? Waiting for pickup. Somebody will pick it up and we'll have some straw. Then I can make a floor. It's probably all the amount of straw we'll ever need. Only put wood in there. It's probably not enough. Everybody's still cold. That's not good, actually. I need something more than this, but let's just get these set up. Temperature. It's furniture. Is there like just like a big fire thing I can set? What are they called? Hearth? Oh, rustic. I don't have it unlocked yet if it is a real thing. So what we need is more heat stones. Before anybody dies, would be appreciated. So right now it says nearly everybody needs warm clothes. Yes. Yeah. Psychic drone is ending. The cold snap is still going. Still too cold. Just because this place is small, the heat stones are keeping the eggs from freezing at least. We're gonna leave this place cold because to focus on heat stones in this place. Build a couple more. The temple shall heat the rest of the place. Go with the alpaca wool kimono, which Snake is putting on. That'll give a lot of heat stuff, so we'll be fine with those. See a 5-year-old child named Timer Lips Turner. He's calling from nearby. He's hiding from his enemies. He wants to flee his hiding spot and join you at random hunt. Accept him. His enemies will set up a site nearby to harass him. That means I have to leave my house to go save him. I don't want to do that. I'll have to go somewhere else. So we're just gonna ignore that. Pretend it didn't happen. So we don't have to do archery outdoors. We can do it in here. That'll be fine, right? It's just the big parties now. That's all. Okay, this one did it the way I wanted. Why can't they all be that cool? In my opinion, that looks cooler. Extremely impressive temple. Okay, cold snap. Mostly taken care of. It's above freezing in here, well, at least. That's all I need. That temperature's fine. Alright, goes above freezing in here. Let's see, let's put a heat stone. That might just be enough to make it not super cold. Right over here next to these beds. Also, let's set up another fishing zone, because why not? First, let me select it like that. So see how big the area needs to be. There, that's another fishing zone. Got a masterwork alpaca wool kimono. Master. Alpaca wool is going down. How much does it even take to make one kimono? 60, so 60 for wool. We're running out of alpaca wool already. Oh, Neo. Is that the straw? There's the straw. Straw doesn't need to be put in here, I don't think. So as soon as it... Okay. Picked it wrong anyway. Straw doesn't need to go in the freezer. We have a little bit of straw. I think they might have already put some in here. I don't think I'll need that much, though. Let's just get all of this built. Okay. Stop making straw, then. Hay is fine. We'll do a little bit more straw, then, sure. Since it already started that. Just eat that grass. Yeah, the grass is not looking good for this. You can chop down these trees, though, because that one's done. Okay, you need some more blood again. Where's Ice Cream Lady chilling? She's fishing. Just go drink some blood while you're... And that's the side of the place. How are we doing on the religion as person? Okay, now that we have no other plants to do right now, let's do a huge chopping wood operation. So we need more wood again. That should be good. Franklin is inspired to do some fancy trade. So I think I'll build another wooden soji over here. These nice granite doors. Oh, I still don't know if this is what I want this place to be. I shouldn't have built that vent until I know what I'm building in here, but anyway. Because I think the way I want it is... No, this would be fine. It's 4 there, and then 4 on this side. Yeah, that's fine. Do this. Maybe we'll set up another vent. Actually, the vent will probably be over here. Let's put a vent here. So the temperature can get everywhere easily. This is going to be our public bathroom. That would be a bathtub. No, a toilet. That would be a toilet. Perhaps. Still thinking. Need a place to store all this fecal matter too. Let's just get those blueprints done first. Get a lot more wood because we're going through it a lot during this cold snap. So Let's only use the raw wood in this heat stone as well. We should also probably have a light in here. Let's build another one of these. I'll also build a door to get into this one. Might be nice. Just got plenty of food, right? Seems to be. Better put that over here. It's raw wood only, please. Three stalls should be enough, right? Make the stall doors out of marble. Why not? A fancy bathroom. Get marble water tubs. These are the sinks. That should be good enough for now. So you get some hay, quote-unquote hay, from the trees. It'll help keep us going through the winter. Just still fall, by the way, not winter. Because of the cold snap, it's colder than the winter ever was. Get all that done and then actually build the latrines. Now there's a solar flare, which would be bad if we used electrical power. We don't. Got more bugs attacking. Black Hive attack. Coming right for us. Let's prepare for a battle. Get over here. Quickly get everybody that has a ranged weapon. On this side, as per usual. Wait for everybody else to catch up for the other thing. See our medieval guns. Trying to get behind cover. More tactical than we are. A lot of ranged bugs this time. Sudden leg burst. A caravan from House Oswin is approaching. They are ruins explored. Oh. Oh, they got, like, robots. And muffalo. Maybe they'll come in and help us with the fight. Axel's running from combat because he's a coward. Go back in this position. Hiding behind trees for cover and stuff. They're taking a while to get here. We'll probably be finished before they get here. Okay, now we need to go do the cleanup. We'll attack these ones that are hiding far away. Closer, perhaps. Swarm it. Surviving pretty long for how much people are hitting it. Okay, now it's down. Take out this one. Sudden leg bursts. Friendlies from House Oswin. Oh, they came to help. We're kind of already done, though. This would have been real helpful, though, actually. So thanks for that. Okay. Okay, dead. Take all their bones. So I'll let everybody tend to each other first. So Axel has gained the... He's now good enough at shooting that we can now get rid of his aiming abilities. What was it? Yeah, aiming. Aiming time down. Maybe a coward, but at least he'll be able to shoot fast. So let all the tending happen first, and then we'll do the trading, which seemed to be going over here for some reason. Medical treatment needed for a lot of people. Too busy putting stuff in the freezer. I don't think anybody's like bleeding out or anything. Right. Yeah, because it was mostly just... I mean, some of the melee attackers got hurt a little bit. They should be fine, though. Miyako lost another ear again. Oh, well, we can do another round of healing stuff, eventually. I really want the research to be high priority so we can get past this era where we can't build anything cool yet. Oh yeah, since all that sickness is done for, we don't need bed rest on a higher priority anymore. So now the people that are just injured but are still able to walk and stuff can still go do stuff. Such as take care of the other people that are more injured. We still have plenty of medicine. 593 medicine. I think we're fine on that front. Where'd you get that wood from? Oh, okay. Everybody's tented, right? So I can go trade and see what they have for trade. Just milk that ice cream cat right in the freezer. Don't even need to move the ice cream. Gonna make a meal out of milk and garlic. Just milk and garlic. Sounds like a good meal. Okay, trade. Broken weapons. Get rid of those because we don't use them for pennies even. Now these robots, I think they just make I think it just creates like components or something, but we don't need those. A slurry peat though. Slurry peats are, let's see. Although rare, mechanoids have been known to capture prisoners. The slurry peat is their solution to feed them in the most efficient way possible. The slurry peat is a modified biomechanoid capable of devouring almost anything, processing them into homogeneous organic slurry. The slurry is edible for carnivore and omnivore animals, but barely, and completely indigestible for herbivores. Slurry peats are docile and almost never hostile. And in case a mechanoid base is destroyed, one of them manages to survive. They tend to roam the wilderness aimlessly, consuming any organic material in the path and turning it into nutrient paste. Well, nutrient paste sounds pretty useful, so let's get one of those. Get down about 800 silver. It's very useful, I believe. Does it go in a pen? No, we can train it to fight, even. So this will keep nutrient paste for us. The most efficient food type, as far as like how much nutrient it has. So we might as well get some of that. You know, as a backup food supply in case we run out of food for everything else. This meal is made of garlic and fat. It's a nice meal. Sink's not in a good mood because it's cold, I guess. Apparently friends of yours died somehow. This hospital is so awful that it's also bothering them. Really need to start building more rooms up here so we can get a dedicated hospital that isn't anything. Covered the floor and stuff. Dedicated research room. Do a bunch of stuff. The bathroom first. Probably leave this room empty for now. I might do the floor though, just because I don't like looking at the darkness. And we need to make it warmer anyway, so we might as well build another light. Let's build some marble latrines. They look slightly better than nothing. Put those in there. Oh yeah, prisoner, how are you doing? Your religion is almost completely annihilated. when I do make that mining place. Which I think is in production somewhere. Prairie, that's what we're gonna make. I can make it all the way out here. Probably like right there. I'll let them move all the stuff to it. Not build it yet. We're gonna need that for new people that we're gonna train them in the mines, and then we can send them off to the mining outpost to mine even more. It's snowing. It's beginning to snow. Oh my. The flooring in the bathroom will also just be sleep time. No, you're building that now. Don't do it yet. Focus on the other stuff. Need the working bathroom. This room will just leave overgrown for now. Just want the bathroom to not be completely terrible to go in. Then once this mine is done, we can get rid of it again. Build our paths and stuff. I refused a charity because it was too hard, so I'll be a little sad about that. A mad boom rat, a local boom rat, has gone mad and will attack everyone it sees. Hopefully, we'll take care of that then. Snake's really not in a good mood. He'll get better though. Just getting much closer than I would want. Where are you going? You're hunting the boom rat that's behind you. Okay. In fact, don't kill it so it'll explode. When you get time, just go stabilize it. That would be good. Maybe it will be thankful and join us. We'll have 2 boom rats. That one's a female to go with the male. I'll have a breeding pair of boom rats. In which case, I'll really have to send them away, because I don't want a horde of boom rats showing up. Okay, aiming time is minus 90% now. Another one of these things here. Oh, also a temperature. Let's put a vent on this wall as well. The temperature can go from here all the way through. Getting the nutrient paste from this thing. There was 10. We got 10 out of that disgusting nutrient paste meat. These people are mad about it, about eating it, but they will eat it. be our backup food supply. In case we run out of all the other foods. Eat that. We're making a meal of 4 meals of pure garlic. They'll haul it eventually, so it's not just sitting outside. The muffalo wool kimono, because we ran out of alpaca wool already. Eight tailor. Right now, it's an awful bathroom. Since it only has a single latrine, it doesn't count as a restroom yet. Speaking of, we could do another fishing zone, because why not? That. Get rid of this spot. That should be still big enough. Another small fishing zone. To survive off all the fish as well. Got the nutrient-based meals here. Train this thing a little bit. It's a dull room. A snake. You must drink somebody's blood again. Just drink her blood like 3 times. See if that survives. Let's save before doing it. In case like the overlap causes it to actually affect her. Do something. I got an error for trying to save, which is not a good thing. Still auto-saves, of course, but... try to get... okay, it worked this time. Errors when you try to save are not a good sign. So we got a lag burst from something happening. The music stopped, so hopefully it's just something loading and... okay. There's a raid from enemies. Tribespeople from the Toraneno League have arrived nearby, approaching from multiple angles. Prepare for a while, then attack. Oh no, it's guys with fire. They are which? It's the cannibal tribe. You cannot become friendly with the cannibal tribes. At least all the prisoners we capture will recruit, I suppose. It's a big battle. They'll light everything on fire. Oh yeah, I told the vampire to do something. Is he doing it? Because I told him to do it after he's done sleeping. I don't want you to wait. I want you to do it now. Do it. Why are you still sleeping? I hit the wrong button, didn't I? Do it. Do it a couple more times. Only did it the once. Do it again. Guess you can only do it once. It doesn't allow me to stack it. It'd just be a lot quicker if I could just do it all at once. Oh, the blood. It's definitely cheating, just getting all your blood from the ice cream. It's not disappeared yet. No, it's disappeared. Finally building another toilet. So the enemies are not attacking yet, right? So we'll still continue to do business as normal. Finally build the second toilet. Good, this now counts as a public bathroom. That's mediocre because, half of it's still dirt, but it's getting there. So build another one of these over here. Over here when you have time. Do. I thought that was they're beginning to attack noise, but it was not. Public bathroom is now dull instead of mediocre. Build another toilet real quick. Okay, the assault has begun. Everyone over here. So while we're doing that, everyone with gun. Ranged weapon. That's what I should say. Go to our usual designated spot. You go over here and put out fires. So just using the melee users as the dedicated putting out fireworks, but this guy's rushing in. Go hit him. Throwing bombs. Some of them are fleeing at least. They're fleeing towards us, so the battle is not up yet. So you just go take out the bomb guy. He has bombs too, take him out. I don't trust him. You bunch of them just in there. Can't shoot from here, so move on up. Yeah, more of them are fleeing. They might flee towards us. Yeah, this one's running away where I don't want them to go, so go chase that one down. 14-year-old. No, we're doing the melee fighters, we're doing the thing. Just let everyone that had a gun now focus on putting out the fires ahead of time. They're not very good at melee when they just have the fire bows. That was... They're all taken care of now. But undraft. Which of our people are hurt? Let me just check through all the injuries. I don't think a single person is bleeding out. Okay. Let's take all the stuff they dropped on the ground. Take the fire bows ourselves if we want to. Let's figure out how to make quivers. They might be quite powerful, actually, but... Okay, everyone that's just chilling up here, also, you never were undrafted. How many enemies are there? On the ground. You go capture them. You can capture them. Capture them. Oh no, we don't have enough beds. Whatever will we do? It's this hallway again, because we're using this now. Just do that the complete overkill temporarily. This hallway will always be useful to us. That's all those there. You can capture the person you just knocked down. Did I already tell you to do somebody else? You capture. You capture them. Capture them. Who is still left on the ground after that? Did it kind of out of a strange order then. Instead of just going over there, you would capture them. You could be the one who captures them. You aren't helping them, so you capture them instead. Okay, let's grab everybody and bring them inside. That hay is now done. With the straw, I suppose is what it actually is. So I'm wavering to be loyal. So do something with them. Your religion we're still dealing with. I'll get everybody in and then I'll check over all the prisoners. Probably gonna die. Oh well. Just don't have enough people to heal everything that's dying out. He's gonna bleed out in about half an hour now. I think everybody's too busy right now, so just let the chips fall where they may. That guy is now dead. Got the straw out of it. We'll leave the empty rack there. In case we ever need more straw. So let's build another one of these things. right here. Slightly neater. There's another person died that we were unable to save. That was the 14-year-old there. We're working on it, though. This bathroom is almost complete. It's now a decent public bathroom. Maybe when it doesn't have a couple bits of dirt on it, it'll finally be better than that. I think everybody's now taken care of, since this is what we're left with. Just getting some infections, they'll be fine. Get rid of all these empty spots so I can focus on the ones that are actually here. Now let's see. Change your religion. You cannot have your religion changed, so reduce your will. Reduce your will. Reduce your will. Convert to your religion. Well, Alpaca ate his pet pregnant. Pregnant. We broke this one's will already. In which case, what are they good at? 9 planting. It's probably the highest stat. For now, though, it can be a blood bag. Get another one that has, like, what was it? 9 planting. If I get one more planting, I can start like another farm for like the lower skilled farmers. They might mess up the planting of the better stuff. And then they can just grow us like blueberries or something. So we'll have supplemental food. Or I could just send them to the mines anyway, because we're going to need a lot more miners. Yeah, I'll get another farm going probably. We've got another group visiting over here. Just reduce their will by putting the sphere at them. Okay. Let's finish the bathroom. Build the 3rd toilet. Construction is now 13. There. Now we just need 1 pit of dirt taken care of. Oh, that cold snap is now done for, right? Seems to be the case. Yes, the 1 bit of dirt. Which is now a decent public bathroom. Which is all you can hope for. Just like put like fine art in there or something. Just getting infections all over the place. They are beating them now, so they should be fine. critical alert. 5. Another one of those dry thunderstorms. Which are always very annoying. You know, with I'm actually going to shut off the fire or heating stones, because I think without the cold snap, it could probably be heated just by the lighting. But if we start getting cold again, just turn it back on. Just to give everybody a little less work they need to do. So that Alpaca wool did not last long. So basically, once again, we're back to hay cloth. It's the only thing I can make clothes out of. Some people got kimonos, that right? Yeah, the buffalo wool kimono. It's really nice and comfily warm. The vampire keeps running away from fire. You know what, since you're afraid of fire, maybe I'll make the vampire not have firefighting as a priority. So he won't bother trying to go to it and getting scared. Instead, he'll go do his job of, like, the floors and stuff. This area is now nice. Neat enough, I suppose. A decent public bathroom. So we broke another prisoner's will. What are you good at? Oh, you got actually really good plants. You can go to the good planting zone. For now, blood bag. To see what else we're dealing with in here. You're really good at mine. I'd send you to a whole new mine if I wanted to. But I'll probably just send you to the other one. And this person's also really good at the plants. You have to do the whole full conversion on them because we're allowed to. Their male supremacy cannibal religion. We're the cannibal tribe, after all. Okay, that person we had in here for a while is now converted religion. Reduce the resistance next. The other person here, what are they good at? No planting, so we can't do that part with them. They got decent mining, we can send them to the mines. Sudden leg burst, but nobody was attacking us. Harassed by a pack of 44 man-hunting meadow aves, which I think are like chocobos. I don't think we could defeat 44 man-hunting of those. So no, I will not accept that quest. We would die instantly. 60 days, he will become a stronger vampire. That's good to know. We can use vampire powers on prisoners and instantly asleep. Vampire's powers. Fascinating. That's why we need another meditation spot. Somebody's hogging the other. Temporarily. But put another one in here for now. Guess we're happy. We've almost got more research done. Something I could do is continue this hallway pattern all the way through here, maybe. Could look cool. Their will is now reduced. Send them to the mines, so we might as well just take care of them. But you... This is the one that's almost got enough plants, but not quite enough, so you'll stay a blood bag for now. This one's got really good mining. Send them away to the mines in a second. This one's got really good plants. We'll send them to the farm. Let's get them out of here. Everyone else can stay for now. Alpaca 3 has given birth. Alpacas, there's so many. The chickens too. Cluster of something dropped nearby. Got uranium heater shield. Sure, we'll take that, and some more steel slag chunk, which we will eventually be able to turn into metal. We'll have so much metal once we figure out how to do. Prison break, apparently. Just 3 of them. Everybody is nearby already. Let's just get in there. Going out this way. Tricky. Start opening fire upon them. Okay, one of them died. Oh well. Heal them up again. The one that died, which one was that? I think it was the one with the plantings. I'm not going to be bringing them to the farm, I guess. Would have been nice, but oh well. Okay, we got one of them in here now. Somebody's will was broken. Was it this one? This is the mining one. This was completely done. Anyway. Now they're bleeding out. Okay, this random room, that's not good for anything. Yet. This is where we'll keep the prisoners with jobs. So somebody... You just go put him in a bed. Guess he still needs to be healed from something. Also, they are pregnant. Fascinating. Send the pregnant lady to the mines. Do not worry. She can have the baby there. The baby can also work in the mines. Okay. Mosaics. Mosaics are pretty. Get me some of those. Whoop-de-doo. The grass is no longer all black. That's nice. Okay, we miscarried. Let's forget about that baby in the mines thing. I mean, that's what happens when you try to do the prison break. Everybody's using all their meditation spots. Another one. Ice cream in the bathroom, on the floor. How nice. Well, they're currently in too much pain for me to send them off to the mines. Oh wait, they're the plant one. Maybe it was the mining one who died? I don't know. Somebody died. That's what I was gonna use. Oh, that's the mining one. Whatever, you have the good plant, right? 11 plants. We'll send you to the farm. As soon as you can walk again. You can now do prototype mosaics. So let me just check the research real quick. As soon as the messages at the top of the screen that are covering it are gone. Okay. Let me just check. There are 12 left, and yes, it's all the ones we're doing. And then we'll finally be in the true Middle Ages, so we can start doing stuff. Plumbing, etc., etc. Let's see, I could do a bone floor. Temporarily. Seems good to me. Bone. We have another person who can't walk yet, so we'll just put him in there. They are going to be sent to the mines. They're able to do stuff again. Bones. How are your infections doing? Beating that one, beating that one. And you just lost a lung and an eye. Some other stuff. Nothing too much to worry about. And then you have infection. Which is why we should really get this room cleaned. But oh well. It's kind of all dirt. Somebody will get on your infection though, right? Somebody's doing it. Let's see. You're still beating the infections. You'll be fine in a second. So we're feeding the prisoners the disgusting nutrient-paste meal. Which I suppose actually makes sense. That seems like a good thing to give the prisoners. Instead of ourselves. somebody's no longer capable. That's this person. Not one of the people I really want to heal up. Although if they have an infection, they'll have to stay here until the infection is done. Somebody bought the ambrosia for 25 silver. Just buying the drugs. Okay. Oh yeah, that's what the Eddie was probably using for the drug stuff. Just getting some of that sweet ambrosia. No idea where we put the psychite tea if we made it. Got this thing. It's just this thing. It said it had stuff on it, but it doesn't. But you know what is here? A bunch of black eye insect chili, which is nice food. So go get that. We have made the bone room. Sure, this will make them much happier. So, is this one? I don't know. They'll be fine. Okay, how is your infection? Oh, you're beating the infection now. You'll be fine. The bone room. It's temporary flooring. That's all. It's much faster than doing stone and wood. I want to save for, you know, all the temperature stuff going on. So I think your wheel is not broken as well. And you have decent mining, so I'll send you with the other miner. And they, just as a gift, 400 silver. So this is why you let people stay or replace. 400 silver, not including the actual, like, payment that they were paying to spend here. So get all our silver from that. Good amount of silver from all that. Got food poisoning from the black hive insect jelly. That's fine. It's okay if the... I'm gonna sneeze 1 second. Achoo. It's fine if the prisoners get a little food poisoning. Just keeps them docile. 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 However it's pronounced. How's the auto slaughter doing? The chickens. We have 7 female adult chickens. I'll let it go for a little more, but we might need to start purging even more chickens. Alpacas are not giving us enough wool that we wanted, but we just got 43 more at least. Once we get some more adult females, because for alpacas, we still only have 2. Once we get more of those, we can get more wool from them. Get another person to send to the mines when the time comes. Just think the mines. Yeah, you're mining. Still your highest. You don't really need to wear the armor and stuff, do you? Just do that stuff. They can take all the clothes off they just put on. The prisoners of the jobs don't need to wear all their fancy armor. How's this infection doing? We're still beating it. That's good. They do have 3 mining, so if I don't want to, if I could just put that planting to waste, I could just put them in the mining places. We'll probably keep them a little on. We need at least 1 blood bag for the vampire anyway. Just because I get annoyed of having to click on the ice cream lady all the time. So you're the other miner. As soon as you get over your infection, I'll send the miners off. To your plants. We'll send you to the plant zone. To ensure that we always have plenty of medicine. Like this healer one, we can probably start growing different. Basically, next growing season, we're going to be growing a whole bunch of different stuff. There's 2 empty spots over here. I can move them all into the actual, like, prison instead of the hallway again. So if it could... I need somebody who's actually assigned to wardening. Go stop. Take him to bed. Take this one to bed. Move them all into the actual prison. Just feed it tomatoes. Okay, moving all the prisoners over here so they have beds at least. Caravan animals. A group of moose, abandoned or lost, wanders in. They do indeed have a pack of stuff on them, just some devil strand silver though. I'll leave the moose alone. Okay, our resident pyromaniac is going to set fire to everything again. It's okay, the prisoners with jobs will stop at the fire. So if they ever do wake up and start doing stuff, cleaning and hauling is your priority again. Something's going on. Oh, just more fires again. She's just like this. She's so quirky. Has to burn everything down. Setting fire to the bushes. So a frock coat. It's a cool coat. Setting fire to the dining chairs. No, are you making that tea? Magnificent. I think for cases of storage, that food basket that we can make, I believe that can put the tea in that. I have to check in a second though. We got 52 bits of this tea. The bones. Okay, we're definitely running out of hay. Then winter is only just actually beginning. It's because of that cold snap that really started everything early. And hopefully the hay will last through the winter. I'm starting to think you're just like too important to have you always be the one that cooks. Guess let's see who else cooks. He, besides the animals, isn't really doing anything else. I think it'll actually make your cooking lower priority. Oh, Thorn. So you can actually, you know, do all the plant stuff I want you to do. You can still finish your rice and goldfish meal. Dog coughing outside. Different, not the same coughing dog from a while ago. Anyway. Oh, my dog's cough. Anyway. I'll reactivate these heat stones. We're probably gonna need the heat. In here, maybe not so much. But in the place where we sleep, let's make it nice and comfy, shall we? Squirrel self-tamed. Squirrel has become tame. It's now designated Squirrel 1. So now we have a pet squirrel. What is its nuzzle power? Doesn't have it. Oh well. It's eating the grass. Is that something squirrels do? They eat grass? pet squirrel. So add another bed for it. So the squirrel's bed. Not all the alpacas and stuff. I'll send the squirrel away if need be. In fact, when I send these prisoners away, when they're finally, also another alpaca's pregnant, finally get to send all these guys away. There's an affection doing, almost done with it. I'll send some of the animals away too. The boom rat is so cute with the ice cream cat, so I kind of want to keep him. Now he got muscle parasites. Parasitic creatures in the muscles. These cause weakness and a lack of coordination. And they sleep a lot more. It's just this person, though, right? Nobody else had this. Hope not. Those are like terrible. No, it's just this one prisoner. That's fine. They're also the blood bag anyway. Do. Can now make mosaics. Meat drying, I guess. Maybe we can make some jerky eventually. This one can get up. Is he the mighty? He is indeed. So you and Tazro, I'll send it somewhere else, which now we have to load the world map. So bear with me. Do-de-do. And then when they get there, to the mining place. That's probably where I'll cut the video. Be done for now. Okay, time to send them to the mines. You two, and we'll send somebody to escort you there. Who did I send last time? It was Franklin, right? Franklin, you can once again escort them. Yeah, bring a bunch of food and medicine just in case whatever's out there, something bad happens. Okay. This is the one we'll send to the farm when the time comes. I don't know what I'll do with the one that's blood bag, but for now they'll be blood bag. At least until they're the only one left. Use your social converting powers. Finally cutting down all these trees I ordered to be cut a long time ago. Just had to make it so she wasn't spending all her time cooking. So how are they doing? They're now leaving. About to make it. They have a great break risk this one, so hopefully they'll get to the edge of the map so we don't have to worry about them anymore. So if you start throwing a fit, then you have to wait until they're done before you can leave. And the other one might start throwing a fit. It's just it's a whole thing. When you mouse over mind-shattering pain, it just goes, ah. It's a scream. Do-do-do. Okay, they're now out traveling. Now we just wait till we get there, and then I'll start sending the other guy back. That'll be a fine enough place to stop for now. People with the break risk are already gone. Also, we have Snowman here from when the cold snap actually made it cold enough to snow. Why are you still unable to walk? A lot of reasons. Okay. Oh, it's now they can walk. Just so I can get rid of them as soon as possible, too. Let's just send out another one. You're going to the farm. Who wants to escort them? Schroeder, you can do it now. Get them out of here now. Conversion. Okay, this person's religion has now been converted. Now start reducing resistance. They have good plants, so we can send them to the farm as well. Speaking of, it's Orange Cove right now. Just put the farm. You know, for now. This one be the mines. Until we think of a cooler name. I'm always just calling it sending him to the mines, sending him to the farms. Then of course, summer camp. Should give us a bunch of wood eventually. You're heading to the edge of the map to leave. So are you, but you're really slow. Oh well, hopefully you'll make it there before going crazy. Almost to the mines. Getting a lot more wood again, which is good. We're getting kind of low. It must be time for another Christmas. Okay, so apparently we'll need like 11 of these pillows eventually. Don't have enough Alpaca wool to make more of those. Let's see, it can be hay cloth as well. Get some of these. Somebody's got hyperthermia. Oh, these people. Doesn't matter as long as they can get there, which they're almost there. Then that place has got warmth. It'll be fine. This guy's taking a long time to get there. Guess we had to go to the longest corner to go there. Okay. Okay, the guy that was really slow is now in a daze. Cancel the caravan. We'll have to try again. They're almost there. Estimated time, 0.1 days. Have to get rid of the other guy in a second after he's done this psychotic wandering, as it says. So we need 2 more of these. Right here should be fine. There yet? Almost. Almost there. Everyone is now here. So everyone except Franklin. Welcome to the mines. mines, I can now get either 920 marble blocks each time, 512 steel ingots, as well as jade, uranium, or plastic. Let's see. I think I'll stick to marble for now. Because, wait, how much do we have? Yeah, marble for now. We might need more to build. Eventually we'll have all the steel we could ever need. Oh yeah, Franklin. Could start heading back. Franklin's resting on the way back, but I think that's still probably fine. Let's okay, if they're done. Yes, I'll end it here. Let me make sure it's still safe. Eventually, I'll build this quarry mine thing I was talking about. Shall be a glorious day, you shall see. Okay. We made some good headway, I suppose. And winter is here, and after they're done cutting down all those trees, I can start building stuff up again. So for now, if you're enjoying this series, liking the video is appreciated, as is subscribing, leaving a comment, and sharing it with anybody else that would be interested. The most important thing of all, that you absolutely have to do, is have a nice day. Bye.